Hello, my loves. Thank you all for being here. This reading is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Keep in mind all readings are general, so only take what resonates with you, depending on your situation. If it doesn't resonate, then just let it go. That is going to be for somebody else. Don't try to make it fit. Anyway, so we're going to start your reading. Taurus, we have in here that there's a situation of the past that has been a little, or a situation that you're dealing with that has been a little difficult for a while. Okay, some of you are dealing with a water sign specifically, or a fire sign. Okay, there's a lot of things going on because you may feel that there is a level of instability, okay, in the connection. There's some tension as well. There's some level of like a distance between a finality of some sort that is needed or that is being thought of. Okay, so it's almost like okay, they're showing me like a cycle, okay. Sometimes it's been like almost like with this card we're talking about avoiding. I know it's this escapade, but it's avoiding, right? So if I go away, if I disappear, if we go on vacation, then we pretend that nothing is happening, or we try to fix it and we start going back again. Okay, this reading is really calling for you to really take a closer look of what really is going on. I see that there is emotions, I see that but there's also a cycle that has to end. Okay, whether it is a relationship, yours or an external one, or a cycle of a pattern in the relationship as well. Okay, we're going to be clarifying all of that, but I do have the devil in here as well, which is talking about the devil is an energy that, and this is in the past, it'll have past, present, future. The devil is really in the past, is presenting itself a situation that has been difficult, but it's with a purpose for you to look at it, whatever that level, whatever that devil represents in your relationship or in your life. Okay, we're going to look at that in a little bit. Okay, but at the bottom of the deck, which is what you don't see coming, or what is behind all, it talks about a gray burden, right? The 10 of Wands is an energy of gray burden. This is something that it's heavy, right? It could create, or it has created already, a lot of mental or emotional overload, some level of feeling tired, that I can't deal with this anymore, or something like that. Okay, so that's what the 10 of Wands really represented here. Now, as the energy of the main situation, or the main energy for you this week, I do have the 9 of Coins though. The 9 of Coins is a very good energy, but it's an independent energy with the 9 of Coins. This energy talks about, having stability, but on your own. Okay, working really hard, feeling secure, wanting to reach this level of this status in some way or another, and working very, again, it's like working hard in your job. You may be focusing a lot in your job or in your work at this time to try to help, with the tension that you are feeling with the entire situation. That is what I have as the main energy for your reading. The blockage, though, the blockage is the death sign of Scorpio, the card of Scorpio here. The death as a blockage is something that, number one, it talks about, well, do we end this? How do we end? What do we do? There is a transformation that it's required, and that is somehow in this position could be a transformation that has taken a while, or that you are hesitant to take. Okay, so that's what that is. We're going to see a little bit more about it, but that's what we have at the beginning. Now, in the for the past energy, you could be dealing with a Pisces specifically, or a Capricorn. But it talks about, we have the 8 of Coins, the devil, and the Hangman. So with the 8 of Coins is an energy of like, we have tried to work on this. Right, we have looked at things closer. Right, we're some level of commitment in here, But the devil is an energy of like, okay, things are not really, we're not going. And in some cases, next to the 8 of coins, it could have been that the interference in the past could have been due to the work. Right? A person that's a workaholic, someone who doesn't pay attention to you because you're, they're working all the time, or they attach to money, or, or not financially stable, or trying to control you, the money aspect of things. But regardless of anything, it talks about that looking closely at situations that are really tied down to stability or finances. Okay. Next to the energy, the devil can represent that, and also it's an energy that can represent, anything that's toxic in an environment, an addiction as well, any form of temptations or any blockages, any and we could, we're going to clarify the devil in a minute. The hangman is a position which in the past is like, okay, let me think this through. Okay, I've been thinking about this. I've been thinking how it's affecting me. I've been thinking of, I'm trying to get a different perspective in regards to the situation. That's where the hangman really, comes into play. And you know what, this, as I'm looking at all these cards, Taurus, this is something that, it has taken a while. But it's also a very important time of your life. In here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcanas, which it talks about something that was really destined, a change in your life that needs to be made, and you're supposed to do it, is destined for you. Now, this transformation of this hangman here in this position in the past is like, you know what, I have sacrificed myself. I'm no longer really, really able to sacrifice any more of myself, and it's really calling you to look at this closer. Okay, now let's clarify this devil here. Angels, archangels, please clarify the devil. Thank you. Thank you. All right. The devil is clarified by the 2 of Swords, talking about indecisions. The Wheel of Fortune talks about, in the devil and the Wheel of Fortune talks about karma, right? And holding on tight to something. So in the past, you were, there is an energy here of having a hard time making a decision and holding on to, anything. Cultures or ideas or religious beliefs or anything, holding to a relationship, or is a form of attachment, because the devil really is an attachment, right? So and with the 4 of Pentacles clarifying the devil is definitely an attachment to something that it really needed to be changed, or needed to be closed, or something that is cyclical with that Wheel of Fortune. Okay, now let's look at what this hangman meant for you in the past. Angels, archangels, Taurus, please. The hangman is clarified. One more with the star. Now the star is a good energy to have with the hangman. 3 of Wands. Okay, the direction that I'm taking things, how am I doing? Because I have done so much work already, right? I'm looking at this closely. I've done a lot of work on this, and I want to heal. I am tired. I'm losing hope. I am, this is where the star comes into play, because the star is a beautiful energy. That's a healing energy. And if for some of you, you retracted from a situation, or from an environment, or from friends, family, whoever, in order to really look at what you're making a decision, or to what path do I want to take? How am I going to really get there? With this energy, is just like, you know what? I have a faith that I'm going to come out, and that it's going to be better. And this is all in the past. You working on this healing, you working on looking at things close to, from, every angle, and really trying to understand how the situation is impacting you. Okay, in the present moment, we have the World, we have the Queen of Cups, and we have the King of Wands. Now, in here is talking about a divine feminine, and again, it could be this is not gender specific, so it doesn't really, you know, matter, but it's an energy of, you know, there's love, there's with the King of Wands is an energy of, you know, it's passionate, it's passion, there's, you know, we want to do something, you know, the king does things, and the Queen of Cups does too. Okay, so, and she's the healer as well. So in the present moment, and the, you know, yeah, in the present, we're like, we need to close a cycle, right? We need to work in our emotions and in our actions. So we're going to see this, what this means. Let's clarify the world for the present moment. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So for the world, we have the King of Wands. Okay. Closing a cycle, the King of Wands. Now, the King of Wands is Leo, Aries, and in Cancer. So you could be dealing with any of those signs. And the Eight of Pentacles. Do I want to work on this? Because for the world to be here, which is, world signifies closing of a cycle. Am I going to close the cycle with this King of Wands? And we're going to see it in a minute. I'm going to have it clarify the King of Wands in a second. But he's talking about taking leadership, working for what, you know, going for what you really want, closing the cycle of things that really are not aligning. Now with this, I'm not really, you know, I'm not saying, oh, closing or just to, you know, getting rid of the person or getting into, not necessarily, but it could be, especially because I do have the divorce card on my table. But in here is talking about, you know, preparing, working towards, you know, properly closing a cycle, whatever that cycle means to you. Okay, so in the present moment, that's what, you know, working on this and having the stamina, having the you know, just the energy to be able to manifest, to be able to do this, okay, to be able to make the changes. So working on that is going to be very important. Now for the Queen of Cups, let's clarify the Queen of Cups, please. There's a lot of love in here. Now I want to see, we have the Lovers, we have the Sun, and we have the Four of Cups. Please clarify the Lovers. Thank you. Four of Swords. Okay, the intention in here is really to make things better, meaning to work on things, to regain, to be able to heal this, to be able to put into the relationship. This is the intention here, to be able to be happy together again, to you know, it's almost like I just there, because there is emotion. Okay, I have the Queen of Cups and I have the Lovers in here. There is emotion in here. So I see someone in the present moment wanting to work on the relationship. Okay, and there's, so now let's see what this King of Wands has to say or have to do. And just Archangels, King of Wands, please. Taurus, I feel that that's your energy for that Queen of Cups. And okay, that's good. The person wants to communicate, they want to move. Okay, that's good. And the King of Wands is, he moves, so that's good. Moving away. Now, this is not going to resonate with everyone, okay? But there was a Three of Swords. Someone felt betrayed in here. Now, this is not going to resonate with everyone, but I do have another Queen, a Queen of Wands in here, clarifying the King of Wands, and I do have the Lovers. Now, the Lovers is a card that can also symbolize a choice between two people, two options, to something. Okay, if I have the Three of Cups, which I have in here, will symbolize a triangulation of some sort, right? There's a third party situation, whatever that means. So walking away from that, okay, and being able to heal that part, because the Three of Swords comes in reverse. There was some betrayal in here, some level of pain in here that had to do with a Queen of Wands, someone who interfered, or something that interfered in the relationship. In the present moment, there is a feeling of wanting to, with the Six of Swords, wanting to move away from that, from all this, from the situation with the third party and things like that. Okay. Yeah, and the world is closing a cycle that it's in referencing an outside energy. Okay, let's look at the near future though. Okay, I do see a new beginning. The Fool is an energy that speaks of a new beginning. Okay, but let's see what is telling us for the future. For the near future, angels, archangels, the Fool, please. Yeah, making a decision and sticking to it, really, guys. Making a decision and sticking to it. And the Knight of Cups. Okay, so I think in the near future, you're going to have someone come back to you, making a decision, really trying to work on things, work better. So if you're in separation with someone, in that this person perhaps in the past were not being appreciative, or were pretending to be something that they're not, there is an energy in here of, you know, let's start again. Here is the Knight of Cups. I'm going to offer my cup. This Knight of Cups is, you know, apologies. You know, in here, in the Two of Wands in reverse, it's like, I made my decision. I got it. You know, this is the energy of, like, the Two of Wands is like, you know, it's like the fork on the road, right? Which way do I go? Being in reverse, it talks about, I already made the decision. Okay. And then the Seven of Pentacles is, you know, I'm choosing to work on something, to invest in something. So with this energy. Now let's look at this Three of Cups. Angels, archangels, the Three of Cups. Wow. Really celebrating. The Three of Cups to me is also a celebration. It's a reconciliation. And I have it with the Two of Cups, which I like. So energy seems very positive in there. Okay. Okay. So the Ten of Wands was an energy that that we saw at the beginning, at the bottom of everything, right? Something that was a burden. Okay, now in the near future, I see someone who wants to work on something. It's almost like, let's start, let's build. There's an apology. There's someone has come and is communicating. The Three of Cups is an energy that speaks of, let's celebrate, let's work on this together, working on a partnership with the Two of Cups, because there is emotions. I do love you. There's emotions in here, and dropping any burdens. Like, I don't want to deal with any more problems. Let's just work and celebrate and embrace our relationship. Okay, the Four of Pentacles though, let's see what this energy is, because this Four of Pentacles an energy of holding back. So what are we holding back on? What is in the near future? Angels, archangels, please. Thank you. Judgment. Okay, so, but I do see you. Okay, Eight of Swords. Okay, there's a mental energy in here. In the near future, you're gonna have this decision. Okay, the question here is, Taurus, are you going to be able to trust it though? Because the Nine of Cups is like, it's an energy that's it's in reverse. It speaks of, like, I'm not satisfied. Okay, the decision in here is making that judgment call. Holding back, you're holding back because I'm not trusting. I don't know if I want to go through this again. Queen of Swords. I want the truth. I want clarity. The Queen of Swords is like that. And I have to make a judgment call. Right? I have to make a judgment call because I'm not really satisfied with everything that has been going through, that's been happening. I'm a little concerned whether or not, you know, and this is in my head, and, you know, I'm thinking and rethinking about this because, you already put me through enough and I'm not interested. I'm not necessarily saying I'm not interested. Let me take that back for a minute, guys, because you are somewhat interested, but you're holding back. And the reason why you're holding back is because there's a judgment call in here that it needs to, you know, it needs to take place. You're holding back because this 10 of Wands was a lot for you to bear. And there's emotions. I do care for you, but can I trust you though? Can I trust you? And I think that, you know, are you going to make me happy? You know, am I going to feel content? Not that anybody else, not that anybody has to make you happy, you guys, but am I going to feel content? Am I going to be able to do? And here is where that call needs, and you're going to make a decision, because this Queen of Swords makes decisions. So in the near future, you know, expect that someone is coming with an apology, wanting to work on this, showing their emotion, talking about their emotions, wanting to drop things, the burden, wanting to, you know, having a reconciliation. And you're going to be in a position of like, wait a minute, hold your horses, wait a minute. Okay. I got to think about this. I know there's a reconciliation. I know that we can do this. But wait a minute. Queen of Swords. She puts the brakes on everything. Hold on. And I'm glad, really, because this is going to make you, bring you you know, make you make the right choice for you. She will. She will. And if it's not fulfilling or to you, that's also a choice, right? But you're going to be on your head about it though. But here we go. Here's Chariot. You're going to move forward in victory in regards to this. I see the 10 of Cups back there. So that's coming with upcoming weeks. All right, let's take the last few messages in here. Taurus, please. Taurus. Taurus. Thank you. A new chapter. I'm moving on. Sabotage and rebuild, persistent, working on it, and repairing. I think that, you know, someone wants to repair this marriage or repair this union or repair a commitment. And wants to work on it, but there is a new chapter in here. Okay? And you're going to make that decision. And I'm going to take one more. You guys, please let me know if this resonates with you, even if it's just with a little heart in the comment section. You know, this is a new channel, and I really am looking and hoping that I'll get your support. I really would appreciate, you know, leave me your like and subscribe, please. I wish I understood how you feel. I think that, you know, the argument, the running away, the differences has got you tired, but someone does want to work on it, and there is going to be a new chapter, but it's going to depend on you. All right, my loves, this is your reading. I hope it was helpful to you. Please let me know. I hope to see you next time, my lovely Taurus. Thank you so much for being here. God bless. Bye-bye.